many of us, we go for coaching, we go for this, we go for that, trying to understand our purpose, who I am, and stuff like that. But the problem is that many people are asleep. And to wake up from this kind of sleep requires the arm of the spiritual, so that you may become fully awakened to where you stand. And you will know how to, because our problem is not gift and graces. Our problem is that we are unaware of the battles we are fighting. So he says, say this. He said, tell them to come out of the drunkenness. Tell them to come out. You have been intoxicated by the new wine. You've been intoxicated by this fresh culture. You've been intoxicated by, it doesn't matter. I was teaching some people recently, and I said, part of the problems that people get into in this generation, I have seen, is the crossing of spiritual boundaries. Many people, in the bid to find liberty because of a previous captivity that was imposed on believers through the religion of church, many people in search of liberty and free Christianity, they began to disrespect spiritual boundaries. And in the midst of that disrespect, they no longer honored the landmarks of the spirit, and they became prey to the enemy. Now, imagine Job's sons. See what happened, even though Job was offering up sacrifices on their behalf. When the day came, who was it unable to touch? He was able to touch them and the goats, but he didn't touch the one who offered the sacrifice. Now, imagine if Job was not offering up sacrifices on their behalf. They would have died since. A long time ago, they would have died. Now, I say that to say, imagine if those children had no honor upon their father. And did not, and they're like, I don't care, we are free, whatever. And the father stopped offering sacrifices on their behalf. Do you know that that's how many people are in this generation? They have full disrespect for the ancient landmarks that made the people that they look at today, that made them who they are. And so many times when I speak to ministers, and I find out that many people no longer know how to put their foot down. And then the few of us that put our foot, feet, everything down, it's almost like you are the unreasonable, you are the wicked pastor, you are the one that is, PR, you have to learn sometimes, people could just be. And so many times when I get into that with ministers, I challenge them and I say, tell me the truth. You cannot say that you don't know that this is not how we were raised by God. You cannot say that you don't know that the stability and power that you now experience is a product of the disciplines you received from the Lord. Why should we then deprive another generation of spiritual sustainability by pandering to their need for comfort and their need for acknowledgement when there's nothing to be acknowledged? Somebody comes on stage and says, hallelujah, hallelujah, I just want to bless God. In fact, I don't want to say anything. And anyway, to God be all the glory.